Welcome all back to Rooted in Hebrew. I don't understand. I was trying to do it from my phone, but then it's saying it was unable to connect. Um, Trying to get this thing situated. I hope I can, switch over. But I'd like to welcome you all back. Today is the 30th of October. Um, I'm seeing a lot of brothers on the feed. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, man. And it seems that everybody's saying the same thing. Um, Troubled times are right ahead. I was looking at Redacted um, earlier today, and they went in on some people. They did. I mean, it was like the finger and everything. But what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing um, frustration. That's what I'm seeing, and it seems like everybody is wearing that hat of frustration. Um, and now you know when you come to the brothers and the sisters, they they're yelling, they're screaming from the rooftop. Something is not right. Things are not the way they used to be, and don't seem like they're going back to what they used to be. And everybody got the stress that we are experiencing. You know what? Hold on for a moment. Um, I know this thing gonna need to go in here. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I've been noticing. I've been looking uh, um online and same thing. Hold on. I need to come out of this. Online, same thing. Hold on. All right. All right, whatever. But I think the most important thing is we are getting hit. We're getting hit with a lot. And the world is feeling it too now. They seeing things, and it seems like everybody. They seem, I ain't gonna say everybody. Um, they're feeling that stress. Shalom. We got next. We got next. That turn. I heard this brother. He used to say that all the time. Zion Dynasty. I think that was him. He used to say that. You may be him. I don't know. But anyway, it seems like everybody. I mean, they feeling this stress. They feeling something in the air, and it's very thick. Um, and this is the reason why a lot of alrighty, um, they feeling it, knowing something is on the horizon, and it's like if you don't have your stress in check, you may find yourself in a very bad predicament, very badly. Um, if you have a lot of issues that's coming up on you, a lot of issues. I'm just talking about one, two, three, four coming up on you. And this is my encouragement. If you are up under any type of stress, and you know it's messing with your sleep, it's messing with your attitude and things of that nature, brothers and sisters, the first and foremost thing you need to do Fast. Fast. Don't eat that day. Don't eat that day. I'm going to tell you what happens. When you're eating out of frustration, it kind of clogs up your blood because you got stress going on. You got all those chemicals that's being released because of the stress. And on top of that, you eat. Now, mind you, we were warned about these times when Yahushua said, do not be overeating and heavy drinking. Does that not ring a bell? But it seemed like it's a small scripture, but it got weight to it. Because now we're feeling it. The overeating, the heavy drinking. He was not talking to the world. He was talking to Yasharel. He was talking to Judah. That's who he was talking to. And now he's talking right back today. When we are like that stress, brothers, sisters, fasting is the next, it's going to be the best thing, not the next, but the best thing to do. I don't think we're going to starve to death in, I don't know, 12 hours? 12 hours. I mean, don't get me wrong now. I do know some of you, some brothers, you brothers and sisters that's diabetic, they can't afford to do that. And so, yes, I mean, I understand that. And so I'm not saying, you have a certain type of sickness that, you don't put yourself in danger. But for those that can, that is the thing that that's going to be needed for our survival. It's going to be needed. And then when you do eat after your 12 hours, and this is the thing, when I say fast for the day, I mean fast for the day, from sunrise to sunset. Now, if you decide to eat something, let it be light, not too much carbs, so you can get you a nice rest, and do the same thing the next day. And the more you continue to make it a habit of fasting, the stronger your body becomes. Because now you're telling your body what to do, and your body's not telling you what to do. Because majority of us, the body tells us what to do. When you want that burger and fries, you go to the Fat Burgers and get that burger and fries because you got a taste for it. Or it's your body that got a taste for it. And brothers and sisters, you all think I'm joking about these chemicals in some of these food. Look it up. They have these chemicals in the food that makes you want to eat it in order for them to maintain their profits. I'm serious. People complain about they just can't let it go. There was a legitimate reason why they couldn't let it go. You had to my son was one. He said, Dad, and I knew what it was. I mean, it didn't make sense me getting upset at my son. For one, I introduced it to him. And I had to introduce it to him. And I had to gradually work that out of his system. And I still went there. But trust and believe, it kept breaking down further and further and further. Till he got to a point, he didn't even recognize how many years went by since he ate at this particular restaurant. But the stress that this world is pushing out, mind you, brothers and sisters, when Hashatan is stressed, unfortunately, we are up under his stressful system. That's where we're at. We're under his stressful system. And so if he's stressed, we stress. He's going to bring it down to us. He's going to bring it down to us. That's off the top. He's going to bring it to us. And we got to continue to recognize it. When you start feeling something is not right, feeling, now when I say, I mean you feeling something is not right, pray. fast, and meditate. Meditate. These days now, they're getting stronger. They're getting stronger. And what we have to contend with, we're coming out of it for all the things we may have been used to, whether it was good or bad. It's like we're coming out of this. And it's like you have a spirit that's trying to hold you back when you're trying to move forward. And then you're being pushed forward, but then there's something still trying to hold you back. You're seeing the bright line, you're understanding the scriptures, and you know that you got to continue to do this here in order for you to reach this particular goal. You're going to have those wicked spirits that's going to push you back. You are. I'll use myself as an example. October 7th was when that stuff started with QTUA. That whole week and a half. Then after that, what happened? I forgot what happened. But anyway, and just recently, and I'm going to speak to the brothers on this here. I have my son turned 18, so I had my son since he was 4 years old. 4. Cost me over $200,000 to get custody of my son. I was not playing. So when I told him, he said, "Dad, I wanted to graduate from high school before he go anywhere else." I said, "All right, man, no problem, but I got to leave." So I left to Arkansas to Tanzania. So I get I get a threat that some paperwork was going to be changed on his behalf to his mother. I was like, what? And I know how she thinks. And it's all about money. Trade, my son don't have to go to no trade school. He does not. My son knows something about patch panels and things. I took my son to the sites with me. I was not going to have him coming up hopeless. No, that was just that's not my get up. But for you brothers out there, and I'm going to speak to you sisters at the same time. I've seen some sisters do some devilish things when it comes to these brothers and their kids. I've seen them do some things. I seen it firsthand. Brothers will call me, they be crying, man. I ain't seen my kids in 2 or 3 months, man. And I'm talking about brothers crying because they haven't seen their kids. And sisters, this is the most dangerous thing you can ever do, is allow the devil to put power in your hands. Because what he's doing, he's turning around. All right, let's just say hypothetical. I ain't gonna know hypothetical. It's gonna be a reality. You have your child, you and the father's child. Court gave you this here. You take care of that. You do this here. You do that there. I've seen sisters take that to the extreme. Extreme. I was on the corner on Chicago Avenue and Long with my son. We was visiting my great uncle, my grandfather's brother, and on the corner, the guy was holding his baby. He was playing with the baby had to be a couple of months old, 6 to 9 months. I kid you not. So he had just pulled up for like 5 minutes. After 2 minutes, she said, "Give me my baby." He's like, wait, I just pulled up and got the child. And so she gets upset. She calls the police. He said, okay, do what you think you need to do. But I'm just sitting around this corner playing with my son. Do you know they came out? The police came out, Gentile. This man was playing with me. I'm just sitting there looking at this. Me and my uncle. And the police asked her, ma'am, what do you want us to do? I want him arrested. I was like, dude, are you joking me? They locked that brother up. They locked that brother up. And I know it didn't hold weight in court. You go talk about kidnapping, standing on the corner holding his child. But she walked off like she did the Lord's will. And but look, for you sisters out there that's doing that, that's a dangerous thing, because now you're not only messing with that your brother, you're messing with the Most High. And I'm gonna show you how you're messing with the Most High. Everybody, especially that man, has the Most High signature in his signature in that bloodline. It's sacred to him. Do not touch my anointing. I don't care how upset you may be at this man. If the relationship did not work out, it did not work out. If you want to hold resentment and use a child as a bargaining chip, you got it twisted. And the world is showing you that now. The world has changed on that. These fathers starting getting custody of their kids. And for you sisters out there, I know for a fact that you know I'm telling you the truth. They have changed on this a great deal. And I seriously believe it's the Most High that's doing it. But now, they're seeing these fathers. They're seeing these black fathers are standing up for their kids now. A whole lot more. Everything a black man needed to do, he had to do it double and sometimes triple. Majority of the time, triple. I was going back and forth to court, and I seen some brothers lose it. And and you can just and then they get out, man. I just took my hat off to the brothers. And then when they said, you know what, bump it, that's their mentality. And they going about their business without seeing those kids no longer, but they have that stress upon them because the system stressed them out that much. And I know it's easy for you brothers and sisters to say, never give up on your child. Well, I'm gonna say this. Only say it when you was that you only say that if you went through the stress. I know what the stress is about. I do. But if during this time of the end, we should not be adding undue stress to our brothers and sisters. And the same thing goes for brothers. You know, you got a child out there, you Hebrew, you woke, you know that child needs to be taken care of. Now, a sister should not have to tell you that she needs support. The baby is alive and kicking. It's growing. It's hungry. No, it does not take a court room to tell you, all right, this is what you need to do. But now I would say about some sisters, though. I would say this about a lot. Well, I would say this about a lot of sisters, though. I've seen some sisters say, I can't stand it. I can't stand my kid's father. This is what they were telling me. But I refuse to put him on child support through that system. All they trying to do is tear another black man down. She was not lying. Do you know if you're paying child support? At least I know in Chicago, there's a yearly, I forgot what they call it. It's like a yearly tax that you have to pay yearly, like $35. But that's what you pay for child support. And if you're running behind on your child support, you cannot get a passport. What else? You can lose your license. They knew these things. Although it applies to all men, especially double time on black brothers. On black brothers. This is a stress test. And sisters, if you realize that this stress is real, if you can make room for it, make room for it. I'm serious. Make room for it. And brothers, the same thing. If you can make room for it, make that room to have a little ease. Because you don't want to walk up to the Most High and they say, well, you knew that this brother was up under this stress here and that stress there, but yet and still, you kept him in the court system. Well, I'm trying to groom him, move him to do this here. And he having a difficult time of focusing on me. Now, I know for a fact, you brothers do not want to be stepping up to the Most High when you have those statements thrown at you. Because I know for a fact I don't want that. It's troubling out here now. It is absolutely troubling. But this is where we at now. We're at this point. And then not, Yahusha said, he gave the example of the left side and the right side. And he said on the right side, he said, Lord, did we not come and feed and talk with you and do wonderful works for you? He said, the fact that you did it to these least ones, you did it to me. Come on over here into this paradise. That's what he told them. Now, for the one on his left, he already had a frown when he started looking at him. And they came up with the same question. He said, the fact that you did not do it to the least of these, I'm talking about the brothers that's locked up in prison, as well as the sisters. I'm talking about did you feed the little homeless kids? Did you care for those struggling sisters? Oh, we gave them food stamps and welfare. Oh, but the father couldn't be in the house. Oh, the father couldn't be in the house. So you was trying, you really went in and separated my family. No, but we fed them. We fed them and gave them housing and a few dollars in their pocket. And we all know for a fact that their lot is in Gehenna. Shalom, Brother Robert. Shalom. So now, it may sound like an example, but that's about to be a reality. That's a judgment. And brothers and sisters, that judgment is just not for the world. It's just not for the world. That's for Yasharel too. If you causing your brother some undue stress and you know you're doing it, you have full-blown knowledge of what you're doing, you will have to answer for that. If a brother is being groomed, a brother or sister being groomed by the Most High, and he's been distracted by some unnecessary nonsense that he's getting from his brother or sister, yeah, there's a strong possibility that you will have to answer for that. There's a strong possibility. Shalom, Brother Avon, Dylan. Nice to have you here today. That's not something that we want to You know, you don't want to roll no dices. You don't want to roll no dices like that. And then when I said this is to brother and sister, because we all, you know, back in the day we probably did some dumb stuff, and it's time for us to making right with those some of that dumb stuff we did to show the Most High that we turned around and we're doing better. It's an action, and even if, let's just say hypothetically speaking, um, it may be monetary. Okay, you may have to be broke in order to make right with your brother that you offended. It is what it is. Well, why is it that you think you're supposed to live this way and you got your brother living in destitute, to which you know he's in destitute because you put him there because you got something that belongs to him and not truthfully belonging to you? You go stand before the judgment seat for that. I don't care how you look at it. You're going to. You know, there was a situation, his brother, he was selling his car. He had a Mustang convertible. Nice car. So what he did, he sold the car. Well, I'm sorry. The brother that was going to buy it put down on the car. He put some money down, I think like $1,200. The brother ran into a stressful situation. He ran off with the car. It still was in his name and all that. But then that brother, I mean, about like a year or maybe a little bit more than a year, he knew what he did was wrong. He knew what he did was wrong. But once he got back up on his feet, because he did, he ran into some hard times. And I think he should have just really talked to the brother and, you know, help him understand what happened. So what happened, once he got himself together, he went and paid back more than what the brother had put down on the car. And they got back to being friends. But he knew he had to go there and make right with that brother. All right, it may take a year, it may take 2, it may take 10. But now that 10, I wouldn't push that one now. Not too hard like that now. I mean, if you can make room for it quick, make room for it quick. Make room for it quick. We have, and I do understand the way the system have things set up, and you have your brothers and sisters fighting over this, fighting over that. But that's how they orchestrated things within us. And when I say within us, I'm talking about wherever we are. That's where they brought it to. Same thing is happening here, and as well as in the United States. There's a measure of disorder that they they left, and they left that disorderly spirit amongst Yah's people. But we should not be entertaining that, and especially with this awakening. Especially with this awakening. This is not that time. Those days are long and gone. They're not coming back. All we're seeing is something on the horizon, and it's not good. It's not good at all. It is absolutely. You have who was that? I forgot that brother name. He was live. He was. I don't know if he's still alive or not. But a few minutes ago, he was live, telling me, "Hey, troublesome times are right up on us. Troublesome times are right up on us. The system is crumbling, and they're fighting to thinking they're going to save that system. You're seeing China, Russia, and North Korea. Why are they gearing up? They're gearing up deep. They are literally gearing up deep. This is not that time. When you want to talk about a time, this is not that one. This is not that one. Before Carpenters, yep. Right, Brother Abel? Yes. It's in full effect across the board. And when it's in full effect, you talking about some intense hatred. And that is also across the board. Now you got all this intense hatred going on in just in the United States. Just talking to different politicians, journalists. There's a lot of hatred out there. And especially everything is always now what they call it an immigrant did this, an immigrant did that. You got the video, you know, and you brothers, I really want y'all to be watchful on this. When you watch it on your media channels and things, you send somebody getting robbed, and they're putting the caption, immigrant robs a man and beats him up. How do they know he's an immigrant? And especially when you got a stationary camera that's on the side of somebody's vehicle. You just say, oh yeah, I'm an immigrant, and I beat him up. See, the media knows exactly what and how to play the game. They know these things. They know what it takes to get you highly upset. Now, do you brothers and sisters know that you remember the incident in New York where the brother, he called himself Michael Jackson, and back in the days he used to mimic Michael Jackson and things of that nature on the trains, and some Gentile came out and choked him, and the brother, he fell asleep in death. Why is his trial coming up this week with the election? What is it that this world wants to see? Why? They bringing all of this stuff up in 1 week. Brothers, ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. They going to get this popped off. Yes, they love. Their love is wax cold, ice cold. It's just that it's the way it is. It's sad. But my concern is us. That's what my concern is. Because it seems to me there's something missing with this big picture of everything they're trying to do. And we all know that they're trying to recolonize Africa with this war. With this war, that's what they're trying to do. And if they can get Africa back up under their foot, they good. If not, woohoo! It's Revelation. No slave doors. And you know what? Point of no return. This is going to be monumental, brothers and sisters. I'm serious. Today is the 30th. Tomorrow's the 31st. Whew. No. Can you imagine? That's all we got popped off the 3rd of November. They got this war up and running. Now, you know Trump will be upset because he knows for a fact there's not going to be an election. They got what they want. Shalom, Sister Anita. Shalom. Nice to have you here today. They got what they want. Now, the other side. Oh, this how y'all want to do? We know what you did. Boom. We're going to turn this up a notch. Now, you got one side that's upset at us because we didn't hop on that bandwagon for this political choosing. Then you have another side that still just don't flat out like you. We will use you until we done with you. So no matter how you look at it, and especially for you brothers and sisters out there that's thinking of this political choice that you call yourself getting involved in, man, I mean, when the Most High said that Satan has misled the entire inhabited earth, good night. He did. Shalom, Sister Sheila C. Nice to have you here, sis. That's what he has done. And he continued to do it to the T. I mean, but it's like I said, it seems that there's a bigger issue here that we may not be seeing. Now, I just want y'all to follow me this just for a moment. And I could be halfway crazy. We all know how they experiment on us. We all know the history, and they so arrogant with it. They left it in the history books. And not just the brothers and sisters in the United States. Are we talking about here in Africa? HIV? It's man-made. Cancer? Man-made. They want to sit there and tell you that, no, it comes from a bad so-and-so. No, that's man-made. And Gentiles own those diseases. Even the flu. Somebody owns that. But my point of saying is, let me go back. They've been trying for hundreds of years to eradicate us, truthfully. What if, and it's just a what if, brothers and sisters, what if all of this stuff here, this shenanigan they got going on, is not the big issue that we're looking at? We're looking at we need a complete eradication. And we are those people they're trying to eradicate. Yeah, they're going to call the Most High's hand off the top. They're going to. But I do not put it past them. Because now you have a kingdom, or they have a kingdom, that is about to go bust. It's literally about to go bust. And they can't handle that. They can't handle that. No. And especially, and look at you, you need a slave base. Those Negroes got, they got smart. They gone. We need some people to take their place. And trust and believe, the ones that need the people to take their place, they're not willing to get down there and be in that place. They know what they put us in. They don't want to go through that. But they want to put somebody else through it. 2025, and they're talking about population control. Like I always said, if you think half of the population needs to be deleted, be the first. Show me that you man enough to go ahead and be the first to walk off that cliff. That's the thing. And they're not. Because they feel they got head knowledge. Dumb as a rock, but they got head knowledge. See, we don't think that way. We don't. When I was talking to the brothers and sisters here about HIV, and they was asking questions, they're like, I mean, but why we don't have that type of medicine here? I just told them they want y'all deleted. They want to be able to come in and control that land without so many, I'm gonna just say the word, black faces. That's what they want. They can laugh in your face, smile, and talk all soft. But the moment you feel that you got a friend is when you get that knife in your back and get that shimmer of pain sliding down your vertebrae. There's no love, brothers. And the thing about it is this: the Most High was telling our people this when Israel became a nation, when it first became a nation, and he started noticing all these other nations, and they got kings over here, they got these girls over there. He kept telling them, I got you. I just need for you to listen to me. I got you. But we were so anxious. We were very anxious to be like the Joneses. But the Joneses did not have one Elohim. And we failed to appreciate that. We failed to appreciate it. But the Most High had to take us from point blank, that is Abraham and Sarah, go through the history, the ups and downs with his people, the ups and downs. I mean, you could have called us the market. You know, it was going up and down, up and down, up and down, until we got to a point where we plateaued. I mean, not plateau, flatline. Israel literally flatlined. We didn't know who we were. We didn't. So yes, we was considered dead in the Most High's eyes, but he had that promise about his people. Never will I do away with my people Israel. And then you have the rattling of the bones. The rattling of the bones. He let us go through it. He did. He let us go through it. He did not hesitate for us to go through the trials and tribulations that we are experiencing right down to this very day. We had to get whatever out our system. But the Most High did not explain what will. He never. In Genesis, he never explained why. He never explained why that we were going to harsh slavery in a land that we do not know of. He never explained that. But as time went on, and when Israel came out of Egypt, yeah, those brothers and sisters, I tell you, man, that was working the Most High's nerve. But then the moment the Most High speak, they get scared. But then when frustration kick in, they get bold. This is what our forefathers did. And I know, I said this a while ago. Don't complain. Ask the question. If you feel that you want so many days without water, ask the leader to speak to the Most High to give you water. Don't complain. Complaining can get you your breathing privileges taken away. It can. Those it's like a car up, but it can be at the drop of a dime. You're not breathing no more. The breath of life comes from the Most High. That's where it comes from. But we're about to be in our forefathers' shoes. Now that's one thing I will say that we need to be mindful of. We're about to be in their shoes. Now, yeah, I mean, we can sit up here and talk about, wow, man, what were the Israelites thinking about? They seen the Most High do all these wonderful works and things of that nature. We are going to be put in their shoes. We're going to see stiff-necked brothers and sisters. This is what we're going to see. Yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So I mean, even although we are not in that Exodus right now, which I believe is cool, it's close. But the moment it happens, and the moment it happens and everything, once that dust settles, Israel will be right back on the same old grind. Once that oohing and ahhing of the Most High has settled, we're gonna be right back on it. At least we should not be back up on it. Put it that way. We should not be. It's going to be a grand day to have. I mean, one, to see all nationalities going back to his or her own land. Yeah, you may have two countries here in Africa claiming they carved out their cities in Africa, and there's two white towns, and they got to sign up to no blacks allowed. That's some arrogant stuff there. And who to say that the Most High won't cause an earthquake to swallow those people up due to their arrogance? But he says, ain't no if. He said, everyone will go back to his or her own country. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. You're going back. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. These last days, man, please. And you already seen it. They had on a news report that white Americans are leaving the United States like in droves. That's the white Americans that got the money to understand what's going on. That's the one that hey, it's time to break camp, and they breaking camp. Oh yeah, Sister Jones, how you doing? You know, shoot, may happen, Sister. That's like almost like a must. I mean, but you have people in Babylon that's fighting for its democracy. They fighting for land that they stole. They fighting for land that they stole. They're saying this is our land. They're trying to commandeer the land a second time. Make America great again. Oh. They fighting for a land that's not even theirs. So you can only imagine the bloodbath. what it's going, what things are going to look like. And on top of a high probability of an invasion, civil war, invasion, and world war. Ain't no way this country is going to survive. That's three. That's three. There's no way. It's just not. You know, that's not. I don't see that happening. Well, I not. I can see all three of those happening, but survival, nope. Mm-mm. They're trying to sell land. I'm doing today. Wait a minute, Avon, are they trying? Where they trying to sell land at? Mm-hmm. So I mean, brothers, I mean, this is that time. We are like at the stretch. We can see it. We can literally see what's in front of us. Sis, my biggest concern is us. It's us. Working Sister Melody. It's us because I don't put nothing past man. They got this hatred. They have this hatred, and unfortunately, you still have some brothers and sisters that has that residue of Babylon. Ain't nothing we can do. Only thing we can do is keep on talking and encouraging the brothers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Saint. How you doing, brother? Shalom. But Shalom, Sister In Pursuit. Sister Pixie Dust. Good morning. And you know, it's just we have things to do. We do. We have things to do. Okay, I got you, brother Avon. I got you. We have things to do. Sister Cynthia was talking about. Oh, Sister Cynthia? Where'd she go? Oh, no, Sister Kathy. At least from what we think. I don't know. It seemed like something gonna pop off over here too. I mean, you don't see it. I mean, at least I don't see it. But I don't put nothing past man. I mean, man, it's like if I can't have it, nobody can. That's the attitude of man. And that's the thing I find concerning. I do. I find that concerning. They did everything to wipe us off this planet. Everything. And we still here. Yeah. It's it may seem that Africa is a safe place. The way, you know, if we're gonna look at the history, let's look at the history of these nations. What's the first thing they do when it comes to Africa if they want to get things discombobulated? What's the first thing they do? The last one we had in back in the 90s, a major one. Let me just say it that way, a major one, and that was a genocide. They good at getting that started. They very good at getting that started. Oh, let's go in there and find one of these tribes. Look here. We'll pay you so and so, and give you this and give you that. We just need for you to go fight against that government because he is of this tribe here. They good at doing that. Very good. That's just some of the reason why the nations are going to be judged. Because they follow the playbook of Babylon. They followed it. And they're still doing it. They're still doing the same thing to our brothers. Now, if they start something like that, it would not surprise me. It would not. And it's but that's what they got going on. I mean, they're fighting for a nation that's not theirs. They're fighting for a continent that they can't have. Everything they're fighting for, they do not own. They have no rights. Truthfully, they don't have no rights in the United States. That was manhandled from another group of people. That's what they did. Now, that nation is upon the judgment. After judgment comes what? Destruction. Destruction. Now, however they trying to maneuver this war, because in their mind, from a scriptural standpoint, Babylon says she would never fall. She would never see hunger, homelessness, and all that stuff. They still have that in their head. They holding on to that. That's the thing. That's the thing. They holding on to it. And that lemon juice is tart. Ooh, shucks. Boy. But we have to be mindful, brothers and sisters, like I said, to the stress that we put out. I mean, well, not to we put out. It's if we're taking that stress out on our brothers and sisters, that needs to be, it needs to be looked at. If your brother is suffering, now it's like I was speaking about earlier, when it comes to these brothers and sisters, brothers and fighting and have a relationship with their kids, and if some of you sisters out there are doing this, that right there can be a very serious case with you and the Most High. You can claim to be Hebrew all you want, but if you're doing something to your brother that that you may have a child with, and you all may not be together, and you're using a child as a guinea pig. And I said guinea pig because that's what a lot of the sisters did. They use these kids as bargaining chips. That should not be done. That should not be done. And the same thing goes for a father. I mean, he know he got to take care of his kids. The same thing apply. If he don't take care of that child, oh yes, he's going to stand before the Most High off the top. He's going to. Healthy mind, diet. But man, I tell you, anytime you go through some stress, fasting is one thing that can help. Not fast. I drink water now, anything, because I dehydrate real quick. For what reason, I do not know. I just dehydrate real quick. But fasting, yes. You don't have a lot of things flowing in your blood when you fast. Of course, you're not eating. You didn't wake up. You didn't break your fast. You know, in the evening time after sunset. If I do a piece of fish, I might eat a salad, drink some water, and go to bed. Call it a day. But this is what happens when these are the things we should do. Because when Yahushua, how long did he fast for? Was it not 40 days? Woo. Let me go back on that one since I mean, sis, and there was one to be like always in a doctor's office and thing, but you know, the average black guy, you know, it's always high blood pressure. But every time I fast, my blood pressure stay low. Every time. So I was like, man, make it a habit, leave it as a habit. And that's how I looked at it. And then plus, I don't eat out at restaurants like that. I don't. And I also look at brown salt. Brown salt is the best salt. It's kind of expensive though, but it seems like it's better for, well, at least better for me. Yeah, Central salt. And you know what? On my melody, I found that adding brown sugar and the Celtic salt. Oh yeah, you got brothers right here drinking it now because they come to find, man, this do keep you hydrated, and it keeps me hydrated. It do. When I first came, girl, please. When I first came, I was drinking like 3 or 4 bottles a day. This bottle, 3 of these. And I'm like, man, why in the world I keep? But one guy, he the one that brought it to my attention. He said, put some brown sugar and some salt. He said you can put lemon juice in to alkaline it. He said, but you go stay hydrated. And he was not joking. I did. Stayed hydrated. Yes. But the medical over here says no, it's not. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's like in the United States, but then at the same time, in the United States, you gotta ask yourself, I mean, what is you being seen for? Then you gotta ask yourself what's in the medicine. Because there's always gonna be a pro. And on the back end, that's where the con is gonna be at when it comes to the medicine in the United States. That's it. There's always gonna be some type of con. Like, I mean, the brothers here. Some of their medicine is just flat out psychotic. You know. Hey, Now, when I was standing in Tiffany's, I worked out every day in Tiffany. They got up every month, but now I don't have it out here. Man, please. Went to a store. I went and got me a jump rope. I said, I got to do something because I'm not going to be sitting around here just, And so, just started jumping rope and things of that nature. And that's how I just, keep the heart going and things of that nature. That's the thing. But that's, these brothers, they got that. They have a measure of stress too. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a measure of stress that they are under. And when you can call it Shalom, Sister Georgetta, that they go through taking care of the family. One of the brothers was just complaining. He said he can't find a job. And what they usually do, like these, I forgot what they call it. It's like a motorcycle, but it's more for transport. And that's what he was looking for, somebody to invest in, and he'll do the work, and he just work and pay it off as he worked in order for him to take care of his family, because he has 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 daughter, and a wife. And now they're starting to feel it. Because see now, whatever's going to happen in the United States is going to be there's going to be an effect to the world. It's going to be an effect to the world. Because that dollar is residue, it's worldwide. It's worldwide. And so I'm quite sure we're going to feel it somehow. We're going to feel it. Shalom, Sister Yvonne. Shalom. We're going to feel it. So I'm not even trying to fool myself. And I think some of the brothers are feeling it when it comes to the grocery store and the gas. 2 things you can break people with: buying food and gas. Here, they don't ride around in big trucks. Litty bitty cars, 4 cylinders. And the most that they put in their car is like $5. And they'll ride on that. Woo-wee, they ride on it. They ride on it. But it's the stress. And we are up under a test. But do not allow this stress to take us out. Because we know what stress can do. And 9 times out of 10, it's us that the world is looking to stress. At least Hashatan is. He is. We have a lot of stuff. They affected black families back in late 2022. That's when it started. And then they started hitting black businesses. I was talking to brothers and sisters, and they was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I knew. One Gentile, he was straight up with this. He said the tech world is going to get hit bad. I never imagined it was going to be that bad, because I'm thinking, all right, it's the people in the office that's going to get hit. Yeah, they got hit too. And then they started messing with my business. So when these box stores started going out of business, I'm like, wait a minute, something is not right. I look on the news, they talking about all these type of companies going out of business. I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble. And so, then companies came in and started buying up smaller companies. And that's how everything went. I got a brother right now, he told me he in his 50s. He told me he got to go look for a job now. He's been running his own business like since 2000. What was it, 2000? Hold on, let me back up a little. Well, 2000, maybe 2006. Is when he started his business. Me and him, we did sites together, and we made money. And but now, he's it's something. So now you're talking about $5. Yeah. And then too, you have to, if you come here, you have to watch people that pump your gas. Because you don't get out the car and pump. They already have their attendants there. They pump the gas. Some of them are kind of thievery. If you just hand them the money and you start getting on your phone and daydreaming, you may ask for like 50,000 shillings. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's like $25. They'll probably put you like $10 in there and pocket the rest if you're not paying attention. That's what they do. And they would literally put their money in their pocket and went on about their business as if they did the Lord's will. Yes, they will. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They probably figured, somebody can get into the system there or something. I don't know. They do, but they have their own attendants. You don't get out and pump the gas. You just pull up, they pump, boom. You move on about your business. But the stress is real. It's absolutely real. And if we can't help the brothers, help your brothers. And you can lighten the load. Assist your brother in lightening the load. But trust and believe, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back. There's a lot of things, brother. We especially it's the ones that's woke, that the devil is really coming up on. It's the ones that are woke, because you're the light bearer. You're the one who's yelling from the mountaintop. You brothers and sisters that's yelling, wake up. Things are done. Things are changed. We're these people. And so when you preaching like that, you become a problem for him and his system. They don't want to hear about you woke saying, hey, we're the people of the book. They do not want you saying that. They do not. Because they know you keep saying it here, you say it there. You know what? I went on to Chat GPT, and I was just playing with this thing. And I said, I asked her, what did I ask that thing? It was something about the Black Hebrew Israelite. So it did like a little short film, but it was not nothing of a positive, because what the narrator was saying, yes, the Black Hebrew Israelites is a fast-paced, growing fad. So they had to throw those negative words in there. They had to. Now this is AI. This is AI. AI is they got the machine lying now, put it that way. They told so many lies, they can tell the machine a lie. And that's where we at. And I know who's that, brother. Yah Saint said yesterday that They talking about the oh man, what was he talking about? It was a not a chip, an ID. 7 months is not far off. Yeah, they do, Sister Jones. They do. Um, the little kids, they call me uncle. Um, and then the ones that come by every day, they call me daddy. And that's the furthest they go with English. That's it. They don't go no farther than that. Hold on. Brother Mike, I heard you mention the other day that you never voted before. Neither have I. I've always felt it was never in my favor, one way or the other. Of course, we never got rid of it. No, no, you're right, Sister Yvonne. Um, all they did was kept us in a stressful situation. That's all they ever did, and still do down to this very day. And they and even when wait a minute, you know what they do? You know what? They may do a little things to keep black people on the road towards the election. They gonna do some things to keep them in check. But the moment those ballots are done and counted, they gonna drop them like a bad habit. They gonna drop them like some dirty draws. Watch and trust and watch. They're going to do that. That's their nature. They don't need you no more. And especially if you at war. So it's not, wait a minute, now I don't know, this is just truthfully a question. If this war gets started, and this war lasts for 10, 15 years, are there any voting going on for a new president after the 4 years or what? How do that work? Or once the war stops, that's when they go back to the election? I mean, I don't know. But if it is, all right, you should see the energy there. Oh, let me, Sister Kathy Jones, please. Yes, I did. I seen that, sister. Yes, I seen that. Redacted. Oh, they're going in. I mean, the husband, I mean, he was all frowned up, talking about, oh, you can go suck this and all that. I'm like, boy, good night. They was going in. They were going in. And I'm telling you, they the world wanted them geeked up. They got them. Let me put my email in because my son did that, sis. My son did that. He playing that Transformers and stuff. Um, he put in his Michael Prime or something. I don't know why he did that. All righty, let me see. There you go. Yes. You're right, Sister Kathy. They they going in, and that frustration is like here, and this above here, right here is the boiling point. It's about to burst, and that ain't nothing but absolute frustration. That's all it is. And when people stress, they do things out of the ordinary. Out of the ordinary. So it should not phase us at, at some of the things that they're going to do. It should not phase us. They they wanted to make America great again. There you go. They wanted a civil war, they go get it too. I watched Truth Unedited this morning. I watched him this morning. And I usually watch him if it's a new one, boom. I watch him. The last one he did, I think he did it yesterday. He going in. He's going in. I tell you, when these brothers start talking about things are not right, something about the pop off, Sister Kathy, like you saying, you listen to so many people. He listening, he hearing the same thing. He's seeing the same thing. I'm seeing the same thing. We just not gonna be seeing the same thing and not and keep our mouth shut. That brother, he breaks it down. He goes in it. He goes in. Yes, he's very informative. He's very informative. No, since I just did that, since I don't know why I got my caps on. No, it's not. Mm-mm. Whether it's caps or whatever, it's still gonna go through. You know, but yeah, I mean, him, and it's just not him. He, well, you know one thing, it won't be said. At least I can't see it. It won't. I can't say that he has not done his due diligence to his people. Now, at one time, early on, I was trying to wonder, I'm like, is this brother black or is he white? Because he kept more so pleading, you know, it was appear to me, it was more so white. But it seemed like one day he woke up to, these people of the book are Negroes. He said, now, Gentiles can be grafted in. And he started making that, once he started making that turn, yeah, he was complaining about people who was complaining and writing letters and you know, and things of that nature. Because, you know, he started pushing things towards the original people. And unfortunately, these people look like him, me and you. So he had to speak on it. But as long as he was saying, I mean, not even, I ain't gonna say he alluded to, but if he gave them the notion that these people were of a pale skin, he didn't get that. Yeah, he did that. He did that. He did the one on voting. Yes, he did. He did that one, and that's the one I watched. He's trying to get the brothers and sisters to wake up, leave it alone. It has nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us at all. Nothing. And he's doing his due diligence. That's one thing he's doing. He's doing that. To which we all are supposed to be doing that. I mean, eventually I'm going to have to start reaching back out to my family members. You know, it's going to have to happen. However they want to move with it. I mean, they're going to move. But something is going to be seen that they cannot argue with. Yeah. You know, these brothers, I think, this week, on into next week, I think they're gonna be hitting a little bit harder as to, hey, this has nothing to do with us and things of that nature. But once that bubble pop, there's no repairing that bubble. That glass bubble, you ain't repairing that. Super glue is not going to fix it. It's not. It's not going to be repaired. That's going to be more of a time in our minds. This time is closer now. This time is closer for Judah to go back to his own land. That's going to be within itself. It's going to be monumental to the world. The world ain't never seen nothing like this before. They never seen it. Read about it, and it was, boats and things. Like I said yesterday, I seriously believe. This Exodus, and now when I say Exodus, I'm comparing this Exodus to Egypt. They didn't leave in pockets. They left together. That's the thing I'm looking at. Now I understand we went into slavery in pockets. I got that. But have this thing monumental and for the Most High to be glorified, all right, yeah, it can happen in sections. It can. But I don't see it happen in sections. That's just me. That's just me. But if it did happen at one time with all of his people, the world will have to, we're going to pull back from these people. No, only a supreme creator can do this. That's when we're going to have a measure of peace from the outside world. It's when they see that. Did he not say? The world will have to know that I have always loved you. Brother, we got to hold on to that. We got to hold on to it. When Israel heard the Most High speak, they bowed down to Moses, and Moses, you go talk to the Most High, and you come back and tell us. We'll listen to you. We do not want to hear his voice. It sends fear down their spine. That's what it did to Israel. Now, how would it do to the world? I do not know, but we know the world is going to see something of a magnitude where they will be, it's like they're going to be forced to leave us alone. Because they're going to see something. Oh, wait a minute. Man, no, that's their creator. Out of all the years, he showed up for his people and put them back in their own land. That's what he did. That's what the world is going to see. They're going to have to recognize something. I'm serious. They're going to have to recognize something in order for them to leave us alone and let us rebuild our land. Something is going to hold them back. Because it is a known fact that they're going to come back in and try to retake the land. That's scriptural. They're going to do that. They're going to do that. But that's going to be a time of healing for us. When they leave us alone, we on our own land. No. Wait a minute, my life totally, both parties are. Wait a minute, hold on, sister. Wait a minute. When you say parties, are you talking about the Democrats and the Republicans? Using military during the election. Military? What are you? I wonder if all these cover up unveiling of our brothers, especially the truck drivers, in some type of ritual during this season or re-election, because it's really Shit, Sister Melody. I mean, you laying down some stuff now, sis. Now, Sister, my life totally. I mean, what they try. Wait, sister, that sound like Democrat, Republican. That sound like a political civil war. That's what it sounds like. Two parties fighting, but did not the Most High said a divided house will not stand? Is this country divided? It's divided up like a pie. It is divided up like a pie. Yeah, people over here say, "Hey, we got to do this here. We got to do that there," and then you got other states saying, "You know what? We want to break away from the U.S. and all that." I mean, it's divided. Sound like the UN. Let me tell you, I'm on the UN. I'm a firm believer of this. When the Most High said, "When you catch sight of the disgusting thing standing in a holy place where it ought not, let the reader use discernment." Now, why is the UN all over there in Kenya? It's over there in Kenya. Why? Do it know something about to pop off in New York? That's an arrogant, bold move. An arrogant, bold move. I don't know if the Most High is going to put us back on the continent, and then we deal with that accordingly, because we have no. There's no friendship between us and the UN off the top. It's not. The UN got started with the Catholic religion. They're the only ones that got a seat in the UN. The only religious figure that has a seat. At first, it was called the League of Nations. That's what it was called at first. And after it went to like a little spiral thing, and then they came back and renamed itself United Nations. That's where that comes from. But I heard brothers say, they may be the one that take us back and think, no. I mean, I'm going to hold on to the scriptures on this one. I'm going to say, because the Most High said He is the only one who can save His people. I think this is just going to be this one time, because we are those people that He is very fond of. And one main reason why He's fond of us is because we start peering into the law. We start setting things up in our lives according to law. That's what He wanted to see. So now you got a nation of people that's waking up and taking on this responsibility. Although we was inactive for many hundreds of thousands, hundreds of years. Hundreds of years, maybe like what, 2,000, almost 2,000 years. And we're waking up. And we've seen these laws. We're trying to understand these laws to the best of our abilities and things of that nature. Brothers and sisters are working together for the better understanding so that we can find ourselves pleasing to the Most High. And that's what He wanted to see. What makes you think that He is going to leave you in destitute? These are the people that He wanted. We are the people that He wanted. Understand that. When I say that 400 years, that's what He wanted. And He was talking about us before we existed. And we came to appreciate Him. He's seeing it. Oh yeah, they lining themselves up. They really doing it. My people. My people. That's what he's doing. If you want to talk about the Most High heart's rejoicing, yes, he's up in the battle. That's all he ever wanted from Israel. But it had to go down so many thousands of years just to come to us in order for us to appreciate who he is and what he is trying to give his people. We're those people that can appreciate that. He's yes, he's very happy. Mm, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. To have your creator come from a point where he literally regretted creating man to his heart being fond of his people. And truthfully, I ain't gonna say for the first time, but he's fond of his people right now. He's very fond of his people. Very fond. You're taking on, you're waking up. You're taking on what comes to you um, from your family. And although we was warned, and now we was warned from a Christian standpoint, but we thought it was talking about coming up against, our religion. We did not understand that it was coming from you being awakening from your sleep, and you find out you are those people. It's mentioned in the Bible. And we did not realize that we were the one that Yahushua was saying, hey, your own family is going to talk about you and so on and so. He was talking to Israel. He was talking to Israel. And Israel did this to Israel. I tell you, he is very fond of his people right now. Brothers out there talking about what we should and should not be doing and things that are like truth unedited. Um, Sisters out there talking about it. Yes, it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine. That's just because I'm a stickler to that 400 years and how he was telling Abraham and things of that nature. When you really get into those scriptures, no, those scriptures says a whole lot. There's a whole lot that you can get out of that, and you see a lot of compassion from the Most High in those scriptures. He said they will come to appreciate me. Well, not in those scriptures, but he knew what was going to happen. Okay, so yes, send it through the email. Mm-hmm. She's I'm trying to figure out how in the world can I post that on this thing. I don't think I can do that on you have to have StreamYard, I think. I'm not for sure. We'll see. Go ahead, sis. Yeah, go ahead, Sister Georgetta. But yes, brothers, it's going to get more stressful. And for you brothers that can physically do it, look into the fasting. And if you can't do, I mean, if it means you break down on some food, break down then. Break down taking in so much food because when you eat a full course meal, what do? You get kind of sleepy if you go sit. When you sit around, but when you get sleepy, you droggy. But that's not the case when you're fasting. You're alert. Hmm. And that's the thing. We are. Okay. I'm waiting for you to send this to Georgetta. But that's the thing, brothers. I don't know if it works. But it's in your email. Hold on. I give it a minute or two. Cause sometimes it's some of the emails take a little bit to come through. Let me see something else. Spam. No, it's not here. All right, so I give it a it seems like maybe I'll give it a moment. Yes, you're right. We're very, very blessed. And it all depends on our state of mind. You know, you understand your position of who you are. And at the same time, like the Most High said, he was going to put jealousy inside of us. That's in Romans, I think Romans chapter 11 or Romans chapter 10. But he said he's going to put jealousy in us to spur us on. And that jealousy, who is that jealousy against? Anybody. He loved us so much. Because the Most High said jealousy is rotten to the bones. That's what it is. Jealousy is rotten to the bones. He used jealousy against us to draw us back to him. If that's not love, you tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. And I know you sisters know about this. You want to make your husband jealous? You do something to make him jealous so he can give attention to you. I did the same because he loved Israel so much. He put jealousy in us. All right, hold on. All right, I got it. Hold on. Since I got to figure out how to put this on my I don't. Sis, you know what? I tell you what you do, Sister Georgetta. Oh, let me do it this way. Oh man, come on. Oh. Wait a minute, Sister Georgetta. Let me talk to you, and and you brothers and sisters, you gonna understand what I'm saying. Explain the video a little bit with this brother, because I just read the topic on it and things. You know what, sis? I'll tell you what you can do. I'll tell you what you do. Put it in the chat, and then if the brothers and sisters want to go look at it, boom, they can click on it. But I don't think they would allow me to show this one. Yeah. And it's but sis, I'm gonna let you brothers and sisters know this now. The Most High is not taking his time on retribution when it comes to his people. No, those days are gone. If a brother come up missing and they said something happened to him where his life was taken, trust and believe the Most High is on there, right? He got angels dispatched. This time go by now. No, the Most High is speeding up this time. And he's speeding it up because he's seeing the people that he loves. He's seeing the people that has come to appreciate him. He's seeing the people that's looking and peering into these laws. Which our forefathers, they may glanced at it at best. I mean, as a nation, rather. The Most High he's highly happy to see us to stand before him and look to him and not look at the nation. We've seen what the nations can do to us. We have that. We have that experience. We have that experience of what they can and did to us. We have experience. We do not want that experience any longer. And so, I mean, when the Most High say he does not change, he means he does not change. Now, Christendom would tell you it's okay for you to go, we can all marry one another. We all God's kids. Because that's, they teach that the laws are done away with. Nope. We must remain within our bloodline. Period. And that's from the Most High. Now, granted, now let me give you this here now. I mean, when it comes to brothers and sisters, I mean, you can ask brothers, if you're in the States, I mean, you got any family members, those of the transatlantic slave trade, and if they say yes, I mean, you pretty much can go with that one. Because truthfully, in light of our disobedience, salvation came to the nation. And understand disobedience and how that salvation came to the nation. Salvation came to the nation by means of a blood line, whether it was willingly or forcefully taken. Understand that. And yes, I mean, don't get me wrong, the nations did do what they did to our sisters and some of our brothers too. But then, like what the scripture say, it was like it can breed out 3 generations or 4 generations? I think it's 4 generations. And but it opened up the door for the nations to be saved. But there was a stiff warning that came with them, that they could not come in and think they go boast against the branches, because you have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that are the root of that tree. We're the branches. The 12 sons, they're the tree. They're the body of the tree. We're the branches that broke off from them. Boom, 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 boom. That's who we are. And every last one of those branches is jealous. If you come in, you better come in. You got to come in with some respect. If you got a 1-month-old baby, that baby has a more say-so than the nation. Period. The Most High is not giving up his people, and especially the ones that came out of that 400-year track. No. I tell you, it is absolutely um, a privilege and a blessing to be in this position to this very day. Each and every last one of us. Only thing we got to do, I ain't gonna say it's only, is we have to stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. This awakening, when we woke up, Hashitan was right there. He was right there. And he's saying people waking it up here, waking up over there. Yes. He's panicking now. He's losing that slave base. He's losing it. And we can see it. There's no the strength of the black vote power. That's me about dead. It's me about dead. Let this war get started. Let them go ahead and use that thing to get that war started so they can stay in power. And truthfully, that's what I'm thinking. Because they love power. And if they gotta sit here and lie, cheat, and steal, they're gonna do what they're accustomed to doing. They are accustomed to doing things like that. If it means if we start this war, we can stay in power for what? At least 10 or 14 years. And in their little bitty minds, war makes money. Because they're not thinking about a destruction. No, they're not thinking about no destruction. Not one red cent. They're thinking about conquering. All right, once we beat these people over here, we're going to move over here. We're going to work ourselves back down into Africa. Exactly, Sister Ema. You're right about that. A light against darkness. Exactly what it is. This is not no, it never was a joke. It's about, like I said, it's about us staying awake, standing on to who we are, and always be found giving glory to the Most High. I tell you, this is all the Most High wanted from his people. And it took almost 2,000 years for us to get ourselves together. Almost 2,000 years. And truthfully, you're not all the way together because the Most High said, he's going to weed out the rebels. We still got some in amongst us. We do. We do. Oh yeah, you know what? That's Sister Melody. I think that's what's going to happen. People say, I don't think there's going to be no election. They're about right. Because they're looking at a power play. And they already in the power to play their position. They're already there. So, if they don't want to run a threat to them losing, because right now, what are they saying? They guarding everything about this election. They're not even trying to entertain any missing ballots and things of that nature. Yeah, they on lock on it. So when you have that type of lock down on an election, and I'm just saying, I don't know whether they stole the election or not, but let's just say if it was stolen, 4 years ago. What makes you think they're not gonna be on point? They're gonna be on point. So yes, it's called common sense. We need to start this war. If we go be in power, because if we run with this election, we just might lose. Just might lose. They're gonna get that popular. That war is coming. And it seems, hold on. One. You got what? Whoa, what minute? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days. 6 days for them to make their minds up what they're gonna do. I'm quite sure their mind is already made up. And that's 6 days, brothers. 6 days you all have to get I ain't gonna say get your lives in order, to have your family in a position when all of this stuff hit the fan. Matter of fact, I don't think no black person should veer out of their neighborhood. Stay in your own neighborhood. If you got to go through a white one, you may need to take the long route around. That's just me. I would say 2 or 3 days before the election, I don't think I'll be going to no work. No, and especially if they got that war started. I think I would sit back for a moment and let the dust settle. Let it go ahead and marinate what's happening, for the world to feel it, for the world to excuse me, for the world to understand what just happened. That's what I would do. And if you do have to go venture out or whatever, protect yourself, and and you may find yourself 4 or 5 deep in a car. And y'all it goes away. Hey, we're going to go to the store together, come back home together. Even though you live in the same neighborhood or whatever, hey, you go to your different homes, but you travel together. Strength in numbers. You won't be easily squared off. When you have people that's trying to square you off, you got 1 in front, 2 behind. That's squaring off. Or it could be 2 people, 1 in front, 1 in the back. They're squaring off on you. They're trying to get the best advantages over you. That's what they're trying to do. Ooh, I tell you, this is it's put up or shut up. But right now, I don't know what the what do they call it? Not the market. I'm gonna say it this way: gold is almost $3,000. Gold is almost $3,000 now. How they go plan that out? I tell you, I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, it's the brothers and sisters. That's it, David. It's the brothers and sisters in the United States. That's concerning. That is the one that's concerning. Mm. That's it. Very concerned. Mm-mm. But you know, when it's all over said and done, um, we got to continue to support one another, and look out for one another. I mean, if you're in a neighborhood that's full of your people, um, and you're on good speaking terms, maintain that. Maintain that. Yeah. And you know, I don't know. Maybe one of you brothers and sisters have to message me, because you know somebody's going to be asleep, somebody's going to be woke when this stuff pops off. You know, on this side, it's 4:37 p.m. and I know it's early morning over there. So I mean, uh, and the majority of these brothers and sisters don't have a clue of what's going on. They do not have a clue of what's going on in the States. Yeah, we gonna have it, even. You're gonna have the tares among us. Mm-hmm. We want to have that. What time is Sister E supposed to be doing that on, bro? Brother Avon, what time is she supposed to do that on? Mm. Yeah, the demon, Sister Melody. I'm serious. I mean, there's something going on that we're not privy to. I mean, that's just me. My thing, once we do get a better understanding of what's going on, we need to act real quick. We need to act very quickly. Pray to the Most High, let Him direct us where we need, and we need to go ahead and break that camp. We need to break that camp. Mm. I tell you, these people looking at getting things started, acting a fool and things. No, I'm not sure. All right, you know what? I got on my You know what, man? I can look at this way. Yeah, I can look at it this way. Cancel. Yeah, but I mean, let me see. That's not it. Hold on. But we. Hmm, oh man, well I figured out. But we have that. We're in a blessed situation, although it may be stressful. It may be stressful, but let's maintain the blessing of it, because once the Most High steps in, all that stress will be taken away. We will no longer be up under the nose of the devil. We will no longer be there. Even when he hint, even if Satan has a hint that we are about to be taken out of Babylon and put back in our own land, all that. What did the scripture say? He releases a flood of persecution. Persecution. Because he don't want us to go. He knows as long as we was there, he was in power. He cannot truthfully say he had the whole world under his hand any longer. There's going to be a separation. we will be governing ourselves. Period. Ain't nobody outside of Israel will be governing Israel any longer. Not even Esau, nor his bloodline would do that. The Most High said it's going to be Israel. So now, when you have these two nations, of course now, Esau's still living now. Esau is still there. The only thing different about it is he's been separated from us, because the wheat and tares, they look alike. When they first coming up, they look just alike. It's harvesting time now. It's harvesting time. There's a difference now. You know which one is which. Israel, welcome. Sister E's 4:30 p.m. That's like what? I got to see what time it is for me. And so, I mean, we're here. That separation, the harvest time. Oh, brother, when I said, that's it. It's the harvesting, the separation of the wheat and the tares, or you may call them weeds. But the wheat and the tares, the separation. And the tares are represented by who? Esau. So now, you have all of us being put back in our land, except for Esau. Now, mind you, he's Hebrew. Esau is Hebrew. He is. But he will have no shares with us on this continent. Of course, now it's two. Now, when their mother, Jacob and Esau, mother was pregnant, she felt them fighting in her stomach. Did she not? She felt them fight. Then not the Most High said you have two nations in your belly. It started off with two babies. And now you're looking at two nations. You're looking at two nations now. One, the Most High has taken out for himself, and the other is to the side up under the nose of the devil. You have those two nations back. The only two nations. The only two that are going to be left standing. And then it's only going to be one. It's only going to be one that will be standing, that will be left standing. That's it. The last election says, I don't know. But it's going to be about trusting the Most High, relying upon the Most High, and doing things according to His will. That's what it's really going to boil down to being. That's what it's going to boil down to being. You're going to be taken up out of here. The Most High it is absolutely impossible for him to tell a lie. It is absolutely impossible. It is absolutely impossible for him to tell a lie. Now the devil, he can tell a lie without missing a beat. He can do that. But now you're looking at two different kingdoms. Yes, he's upset, brothers, because we are about to get up out of there. Period. And he's recognizing that. Now, like I said, I don't think, well, if they have an election, that's gonna blow me absolutely away. Because the thing I'm looking at, brothers and sisters, is this. If they go through this election and they run a probability of losing the election, where is they gonna leave them? Get your clothes, get your bags and things, and get on out. Give me the key. Then Trump gonna say, all right, we're gonna get this war started. He know he got at least 14 years in office. So why would they give that to him when they can take it for themselves? That's the reason why I say it's going to be a war. You gotta, like I said, you gotta put what, 5 days, 6 days for them to go ahead and get this stuff popped off. This is a pole position that they're playing right now. If it don't go that way, I will be thoroughly surprised. I will be thoroughly surprised. That'll be something else. Wow. My brothers and sisters, I know I held you all on too long. Oh yeah, we're at the end of this empire. That's a given. We're at the end of it. You know, and they could be manipulating that chess game. They could. Somebody got a piece of it in their pocket or whatever. You ain't no telling. But I usually go to bed early so I can get up early. When I say early, if it's like 3:30 in the morning, I think it's like somewhere in the evening for you all. So I wanted to come back on for at least like 30 minutes, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And things, because I mean, I'm very concerned from this day up to the 5th. Very concerned. I would not be surprised if they shut down the internet and things of that nature. It would not surprise me. Cut off communication. It would not surprise me. But if it's still there, let it be there. I mean, midnight my time. You're right. You're right. Wait a minute. Midnight your time. No. If it's, hold on, 3:30. Oh, it's no. 3:30 in the morning my time. What would it be for you all's time? And I think it would be like late evening. I think like maybe like 6 in the evening or something, 6 or 7. I could be wrong. Wait a minute, you said we were still sleeping when wait a minute, when I get on, oh, shoot, wait a minute, maybe I need to push my time back. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. 2:30. On that time. Oh, you know what it was? I was basing it on the East Coast. That's what it was. All right, yeah. I see what you're saying. I need to move it. I need to at least go to Central time. At least I'd be in the middle. And I think I'll do that. Tomorrow I will just, stick with a Central time. It won't be so early and it won't be so late. So I go up under, let me see. Hold on, I can tell you exactly right now. Hold on. And so it's like 8:51 right now in Chicago. And that's what? Chicago is Central time. But 2:30, I mean not 2:30. 2:30 is 7. So if I come on like 4 o'clock, I think that's like 4 o'clock my time. Is anybody on in the chat in Central Time? Yeah, they do. You can Arusha. Yeah, you fly straight to Arusha. Dar es Salaam, you know, yeah, they do for the airports. Peoria, that'll work. Peoria will do something to you. You give me your time because you all still up on. Wait a minute, Peoria. You up on the Central Time? Yeah, in Peoria. You going back? Yeah, you up on the Central. You're not going towards Indiana because I know Indiana. You get so far, it goes over to another time. 8:52. So yeah. So what time is it? So about 5 o'clock tomorrow, my time. 5 o'clock in the evening, and it'll be 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Central Time in Chicago, and from there, both sides we just split off, and I can just start it then at 5 o'clock. And I think won't be catching a lot of brothers still in the bed sleeping, things of that nature. You can do it that way. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel. I'm gonna try to check out Sister Eve. Check her out because I know Sister Eve. She comes on kind of late, and she's and things of that nature. I'd be like a zombie about that time. But I'm gonna try my best to catch her and things, and try to work on that. And at the same time, wait a minute. You know what? Maybe I forgot about that. Sister E, she the last I heard, I know she gets involved with the political realm, and I don't. I mean that's her business, but I don't mess around with the political realm. I don't, like I said, I don't vote. That's just me, but other people have their own line of thinking and things of that nature. And that's just, that's their decision. And it is what it is. But until then, brothers and sisters, you all be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. I appreciate that, Avon. I do. Missouri, yeah, you Central too. You're in Central time, EMA. But you brothers and sisters be safe. And if like I said, I'm gonna try to come back on and later on you off evening time. And because I know I usually get up and that's when I start playing around with some of these systems I got set up, and I'm trying to start formulating some small videos and things of that nature. And so that's the best time for me to work on things. All right, sisters. You sure, Sister Pixie? Where you at? I mean, are you East Coast, Central, West Coast? Yes, 8 hours. 8 hour difference. 7 or 8 hours. I know it's one of the two. Yeah, I tell you, sister. Let me tell you something, Sister Cynthia. And I was going through my pictures, looking for one of my logos, and I come up on a video of my son when he was smaller, and I'm like, oh shucks. And I just spoke to him today. He's like, Dad, it's been almost a year. I was like, man, I'm surprised too. And so it's like I need to do something, sis. I kid you not. That's something, he's not used to it either. Yeah. Eastern. Okay. Oh, you Michigan. All right, all right, all right. I got you. Oh, sis. That's way early for you. All right. Yeah, my son, he's still there in Chicago. Um, he's supposed to call me later on this evening. He got a situation with his mother, and um, where she trying to do something, and I'm gonna trust it. I don't. So some lawyer sent me a message and things. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, no, ain't nothing wrong. I mean, my son is taken care of. He needs something. They ain't trying to go to court. Telling me they gonna send me a court date. I tell you, it must be something. It must be something that the devil don't want me here for. Because I ain't never seen all this stuff come like this. My sister was like, when I told her, she said, Mike, are you joking me? I said, yes. She said, what is this woman on? This woman is almost 60 years old and she's still pulling this childish stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, no, let me handle this. I will speak to the lawyer and all this stuff and everything. They talk about a court date and all that. And I'm like, it's something here. Well, this devil do not want me here. I do know I need to make a run over to Malawi. Got like 10 acres of land there. And truth be told, they found gold on the land. So yeah, I need to go there and check it out, do my survey, and see what needs to be done. Now that's a sister. She's going to help out with it, but there's some paperwork that you got to have and things. So well, I mean, I hope that is the case. Sister Cynthia, you can do a Zoom. Girl, I tell you, that's the last thing I needed to hear with that unnecessary nonsense. I'm serious. That was the last thing I needed to hear. On top of everything else that has transpired since October 7th up to now, it seems like it's always going on. I tell you, it's always. But you brothers and sisters, be safe. I will try to come back on later on your all's evening. If not, I see you all, y'all willing, tomorrow. And you all take care of yourselves. Shalom.